Okay.
Hey guys, welcome to our show, The Real Nonsense, and this is Avi.
My name is Rushan, and
And today our topic is when the internet and the social media hit puberty. So basically, we chose this topic because I think we all have grown up in that era where we have seen how the how the Yahoo Messenger chat worked, and how we always used to chat with our mates on Yahoo Messenger. I remember in my school days, and then there used to be those chat rooms where in the beginning you could actually go and chat with women from different countries, and there was a webcam system, and they used to ask a question called ASL, please, age, sex, and I think I don't remember what is
age, sex,
the
and location.
age, sex, and location. And yeah, obviously, yes, it was nasty as well. I mean, with all sorts of stuff which was visible there. And I think this is an era of around 2004, 2003, 2004, the early 2000 era. I remember because I was also a very avid Yahoo Messenger
Chatter.
user. I think even you were. I think all of
I
us
think we
were.
all were. I think we all were part of the whole Yahoo because it was, I think, beginning of the instant messaging and internet messaging for us at least, and
And
it
there
was
was
the
no
boom.
mobile. There was no mobile still, and I think it was all the dial-up internet. And we had those, the Indian Satyam online internet where you used to dial up
Yeah,
that tune. And I thought it was.
digital.
I mean, from there to where we have come today, I think it's remarkable. I think today, when we are sitting and discussing about social media, I think I never thought. I mean, a company like Yahoo, we don't use it anymore. I mean, that's the irony of it.
First, it was just a teenage time pass stuff, I guess, where you just, kids would create an account and chat and stuff.
All nasty accounts like,
From there
I
to
mean,
now,
your
where
advisable
social
wisher and
media is.
oh,
I remember my first Yahoo username was Rushan underscore great dude at yahoo.com.
yeah, Rishan underscore great dude. Yes.
It had to be something, it had to be your name underscore something, that was
Yeah,
the era
underscore. Yeah,
of,
name underscore something.
like, everyone would go to school, and then after you end the school you would meet your friends online on chat, and there was still the time where we used to play football, play sports outside, but then we still had
Yeah,
somehow
yeah, 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 yeah.
squeeze in those 1 or 2 hours in the afternoon or evening to chat, because we were exploring stuff, and you could make chat rooms.
And
There were
you could
groups,
stay invisible in there. I mean,
and
I
then you
remember
could
where
stay,
you
you
stay
could
invisible
stay
and then you could
invisible,
talk to
and
other people. Yeah.
yeah, that was so fun, man. So yeah, so
People made those fake accounts and they used to chat saying they are somebody else. And I remember, and they come to the class and they say, "Oh, I chatted with you yesterday." And that guy says, "Oh, no, that wasn't me."
that wasn't
I mean, so many occasions.
so.
I myself have made a few. But yeah, I mean,
So yeah,
it
there were
was
a lot
fun.
of
It was fun.
impersonators, I would say. Identity thefts
Impersonators,
happening
yeah, that's the
on
word.
Yahoo chat rooms.
I mean, that was the time I think when we were in class sixth or seventh, and people used to mostly ask who's your crush and who's not, and that was probably the only thing which was going
Yeah,
on,
the hot
because
topic.
in sixth or seventh class in school, I mean, you're not gonna certainly discuss studies. I mean, you never discuss studies, so that's out of the picture, and you're not discussing about movies, music, because you don't know anything about it. So the only thing you discuss is which girl or which boy you liked in the class. People were too shy
Normally
to talk
type
about
in
it in
stuff
school.
that they would
Yeah,
not openly speak about in class, or they wouldn't
yeah, yeah.
ask. or dare to go to a girl and ask something, which includes every one of us,
Every one of
except a
us. I
few,
mean,
I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Uh,
That was a guilty pleasure, though. Yes, I mean, I have to agree. I mean, if I go back and think now, yes, I mean, it was fun, though. It was fun. I mean, so many times I have actually, I had to become invisible for few people, but to be online for few other people.
yeah,
So
that
it
was
was
kind
fun.
of a good feature from Yahoo. I mean, I don't. It's not like I want to use those now, but yeah, I do have some of my groups on mute on WhatsApp.
What I would call the next era was probably the biggest. I mean, the puberty when internet hit puberty was, I think, Orkut. I mean,
Orkut,
that
yeah,
was when I think we were in
Orkut, man.
ninth or we were in the 10th, 11th, and 12th. This was our time, I think, when Orkut
Yeah, I
began,
think
and
about after it was created in 2005 or six.
2005, yeah, 5 or 6, and I think it took a year about to hit it off.
I
I
have
mean,
so many memories of Orkut.
same. I mean,
I also
so many
remember
memories.
creating one account because my old account was fucked up, or I forgot the password or something, and then I had to create new, and I had to re-add all my friends and everything.
It was similar. I mean, what Facebook came up later, I think now a lot of credit goes to Orkut because they had those chat room called scraps,
No,
and you
so
could
basically
actually
the walls were the scrapbook kind of.
scraps, yeah. So you could see what anybody else is chatting. I mean, if you're
People would write
and no,
scraps on you, and
yeah, and people were not smart enough to put their thing as, I mean, a private one, so everybody could see what others are chatting. I mean, it was like an open chat room. I think very late people realized that it was you could actually, hide those chats from others. But I think in the beginning, I mean, we all
no, I think people were more
how
comfortable
this.
posting stuff on the wall and then re-commenting on I mean on the scrap and then commenting back, replying on that.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that was
that was the era.
basically just the chat room, and you know that these two guys have so and so energy because you would just fucking read their chat.
Yeah, and people used to write all sorts of status messages, and you could actually comment on those statuses. I mean, what now we see in Facebook, I think all of this was done in Orkut. I mean,
It's
it was
basically
just that.
like a ready-made a base for Facebook was Orkut. I wouldn't say that they stole the idea, but
Orkut was one of those ages where, I mean, people had those random chats with random people. I think in Yahoo Messenger, what actually I think individuals lacked was you could not actually search anybody random. You didn't know who you are chatting to,
so
But in Orkut,
basically
you could actually see
In Yahoo chat rooms you could just go and chat with any
anonymously,
random
and
person. You would actually search by location. You could search by
yeah.
country, on what country you want to
Then
chat
if you're looking for
people.
males or females, correct.
Yes, as it was basically like on the same grounds of Tinder, where you want to chat with a guy or a girl and what location, and then you would go there and you would meet a lot of people. And then if you made some good friends on Yahoo chat room, you would eventually probably add them on Orkut. For me, it was a really good way to share my photos, which I was clicking with those small
Yeah, yeah,
phones.
that was your breakout era. I mean,
Yeah,
I
that was
think the
when
time when Orkut came, that was
and
the time when I think
Photoshop
your skills
kicked
broke
in
out.
me, and yeah, it was. Also, there were a lot of communities in Orkut. Do you remember?
There were a lot of communities, and people used to make something randomly, and I don't know why people joined, because I used to always wonder, but what happens inside those communities? Not really. Orkut also gave was, again, I think people came much closer, and I mean, the fear again, it took off the fear of what people had when they wanted to talk to somebody in what when we saw it was in our school days. So in my memory, I think what I think is, when people were fearful of talking to somebody in school, I think they could easily go back to Orkut and do it. I think people got a more bigger sense of power, I think. And yeah, I mean, much more confidence, and I think a lot of friendships were made and broken on Orkut. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember. I mean, yeah, these were the themes. Oh my god, yeah.
Upcoming birthdays, yes. So
Upcoming
you
birthdays,
would
yeah, they
see
used to
those
give a
upcoming
list.
birthdays. And by the way, in Orkut, no one I mean, most of the people did not have their own photos that time.
Yeah, and we
Because
used to put the photos of film stars, and
it was so
yeah.
cool to put a photo of, your someone you follow or someone you like, some sports
Yeah, like
person,
all Bollywood
star,
stars, Hrithik Roshan,
or
Shah Rukh
some
Khan, I mean,
some,
whoever, yeah.
and then there were testimonials. You remember
Testimonials. I
the
mean, you used to write
testimonials?
for somebody. I think, I mean, it would not be wrong to say that Orkut actually gave ideas to Facebook and LinkedIn. I mean,
Now,
it's,
now,
it's,
now, now, when you see it, I kind of think
I
like,
mean, it was, Orkut was doing good. I mean, just because Facebook actually looked good, I think we all switched to Facebook, but Orkut was an era, man. I think, but it only blew up for those 2 3 years. I think after that, around 2009, I think it was the Facebook time. I mean, Facebook had already come in. Do you
Orkut to
remember deleting
Facebook.
your Orkut account? Like, or did you ever delete it, or it just vanished?
I actually, that's a good question. I don't even know if I kept it
Even
or I just
I
deleted.
think I deleted mine, but I'm not too sure because I'm not too sure. I think it got deleted by itself, but I think I
It
don't
could
know.
have,
I
because I
mean,
don't think Orkut exists now. I didn't even. I mean,
no. I don't think it does. I mean, I googled it for I mean for some fun a while back, but I could not find anything.
people used to have their own wall. People used to add friends. They used to have their photos, birthdays, most of which was what is now a usual thing for anyone.
On Facebook. Yes,
It's
I mean,
actually unusual for someone to not have Facebook now. If you meet
yeah,
someone and
yeah,
you ask them
yeah.
if they have a Facebook account and they say no, you would kind of back off and be like, okay, that there is one asocial.
But Facebook, I think when this Facebook came, I think people kind of immediately forgot Orkut. I think it did not take more than 6 months to actually forget Orkut and come to Facebook. And I
I
remember,
think also because the reason that Orkut was not that popular in the States. If you talk about the old social media, you also have to remember the hi-fi, MySpace,
yeah.
and
MySpace, yes. I mean, before there was YouTube, there
Friendster.
was
There was
MySpace.
Classmates. There was Friendster, and a lot of others which I don't even know. But yeah, I think MySpace was
Hi-Fi, yes. I mean, MySpace was, it went on for a while. I mean, before even YouTube came up.
moved from Orkut to Facebook. It was pretty much new and cool. So we would again, create
Nice
more
transition,
groups,
a
more
cover page, a profile
add
picture.
a lot of, yeah. I think the cover page was not even there before. Cover page came later on.
Came much later, yeah. And
Much
you had
later.
those crazy games. I mean, I remember playing Mafia Wars for like close to a year, man. Like I reached, I
Yeah,
sent
Facebook
request
games.
to everybody.
Facebook was just for some kids who would socialize and create an account, but it was still not a big thing, a big deal. And no companies were there on Facebook. No uh,
Nobody was
no
there. Nobody
celebrities were
was
there on
there.
Facebook. It was
I
just a
mean, if
little.
somebody would have made a page, say in 2010 on Facebook, I think today he would be having like a million followers or something. Facebook is kind of, I mean, they want to make it a Instagram, they want to make it a YouTube, they want to make it everything. But I think back in the day, at least till 2014, 15, Facebook was still Facebook. I mean, the only motto was to go socialize and chat. But now I think Facebook is becoming like it's kind of a parallel YouTube. I mean, you have Facebook apps for TV. I mean, you can play movies on Facebook. I will not be shocked if in time, like Apple TV, you actually have a Facebook TV where Facebook actually releases films. The way after Facebook has taken over Instagram, I think people have actually started chatting more on Instagram, which is happening for last 3 4 years now. It will not be, I mean, far away when actually TikTok you could start chatting. I don't know if you can chat on TikTok now, but I think very soon you could start chatting in TikTok also.
I had my Musically account, and I used to create some. I have a few videos I created, and then TikTok bought Musically, and then now it's all TikTok, and it's crazy. You're remembering your time back from Yahoo Chat to
Have
Orkut
you Twitter?
to
Have you been on
Facebook.
Twitter?
I have a Twitter account, and I used to put some tweets, but then I
I
mostly
think Twitter
had
and
it
Facebook
for.
came up similar times, but I mean, if I merge Facebook and Twitter into one bracket, even then, I think having come from Yahoo to where we are today, I think it's tremendous.
So WeChat is basically WhatsApp for China,
Ah, yes, yes, WeChat. Yeah.
and they use WeChat for everything. They can make payments at stores.
Oh,
They have your facial recognition, and you can
oh,
give out money from WeChat. It's like Paytm plus WhatsApp, all put together, and it's like a legit thing. I mean, they TikTok again is from China, but
yeah,
Google's attempt of social media,
yeah.
Google,
I think it was called Google
even before
Circles or
Google
something.
Plus, there were
It
Circle.
was it was Google Plus. What Google Plus is now, I think that was their attempt. And I remember they used to have those circles, and if you add somebody, they get added to your circle. And I mean, Google tried a lot, but I think Google overcomplicated it, and in that process, I think they
Yeah.
lost it. And also, it was Facebook's boom going on, so nobody actually cared what Google was
No,
making.
nobody
I
wanted to
mean, we
be
were
there. Also, they had they did a newer version of it, 2.0, which was Hangouts.
Hangouts. Yeah, Hangouts is again. I mean, I think if you have now, if you have a chat room with Instagram or say Facebook or WhatsApp, if you have a WhatsApp group, I think you don't need a Google Hangout.
I feel like
I mean,
Google, whenever Google is trying to has come up with some similar concept, it's been
they've been little
about
late.
1 or 2 years behind, I would say.
Yes, they've been little late. Yeah, yeah, it is
Google
not good.
Talk, G Talk. Do you remember we used to chat
G
on
Talk.
G Talk?
Yeah, it's a small. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, very irritating. Very irritating.
I
Small
remember using G Talk a
chat
lot
room.
because the best thing that Google's product that everyone probably used after Yahoo was Gmail, because
I
Gmail
think
rapidly changed
Gmail will always be there. I think Gmail, I think changed the game because I
in
think
terms of
everybody
email. Yeah,
before Gmail, we all had Yahoo Mail only. I think Yahoo, or probably some people had Rediff Mail, but I think right now the only
definitely.
existing, only existing two email companies which come in my mind is Gmail and Hotmail, which is Outlook now. And I think Gmail is ahead of the game anyways. I think that
MSN
is
Live.
Google's
Also, there was MSN Live or Windows.
MSN Live, yeah. Yiffy, Yify,
If
Yiffy.com.
okay, well, the only Ify I know is Ify
Yiffy torrents, eh?
Ify torrents. Yeah.
Not Yiffy, sorry, I think it's Siffy, Sify, Siffy. Because Facebook, I think that time the messenger was pretty simple. Like there used to be a small tab, and you could, not like right now.
No,
It's
so we didn't even have smartphones then, so we can just talk
so we
about,
were like on the laptops or on the desktop.
and
So
it was
that
a
time Facebook
small
Messenger was much
yeah,
more easier.
small
Yeah,
chat room like G Talk or that
it's
or
more
actually they
complicated now.
actually
I think
developed.
if Facebook is listening, I think one thing they could do is probably sync back the older Facebook Messenger with the current Facebook. I mean, we don't need a Facebook Messenger app if we have a Facebook app. You know what I mean?
Because they want to also have a lot of people rely on Messenger, so this works independently as a WhatsApp, as WhatsApp works.
Yeah. Nowadays, there is something called Facebook Pay. You can pay while you are chatting on the Messenger. Yes, bro.
Yes,
It's like PayPal, Paytm. Now it's via Facebook. It's just that you put your, so it directly goes to the receiver's account, and the receiver can, it's mostly like PayPal, because Paytm will charge for it. Facebook will not. No?
also now Facebook has the market, kind of, where you can sell your stuff via the
I've heard it. I have not seen it
section.
personally, but I've heard it. I've heard
You know
it.
what?
Yes.
You can try putting your old couch up for sale on Facebook that you were talking about. Maybe it might, you might get some good price there.
We have come a long way when we see this social media thing from where it was and where it is today. And I never thought, that we will see so many changes. I think starting from back in 2004 to 2020, I think in 16 years, it has been, I think, truly from the perspective of India as an Indian user, I think this has been a game changer, I think.
A lot of times I still go back to, like I scroll all the way down to my initial Instagram post or my starting Facebook posts and the status updates and all those stuff. And you kind of go back to those times and the kind of thoughts, you had. I mean, I don't think people before the generation before had us, they had such a, I mean, of
No,
course,
no,
they
no.
had such a
I think
privilege in terms of
I think we
paper.
have been kind of a first for many things. I think our generation, us at the age of 29, 30, I think our generation has seen a lot of things which have started in our lifetime. I think this is one of them. We have seen people who were born probably in the 2000s will never know what a Yahoo Messenger did to somebody, what it meant, what Orkut was.
Dude, I was reading some articles, and there were people who met on Orkut and who got married and who are family, and they were
Yeah,
writing about how
it was a game changer. I mean, for
time
that
was
time, yeah.
during Orkut. I
I
think
mean,
Orkut was a good part of our life.
yeah, that's what I mean. That's why
I have
I
no
would call
complaint.
the internet hitting puberty era is the Orkut time. When the
Exactly.
internet hit puberty.
Imagine now, since Facebook has your facial recognition, Facebook knows what you do on your off Facebook time. They have the off Facebook activity. Facebook knows you because you like, share, post, comment, and they have a whole picture about you. So I'm just trying to see how the future with Facebook looks like, and it seems
I
like
think
Facebook
this
can be a huge corporation who
which knows everything. I mean, I think
they
soon
can pretty
Facebook
much
will be used to
control
track
a lot
down
of stuff.
criminals. Also, I think it is being
Exactly,
used,
exactly.
and
Like government using Facebook for maintaining peace in society, and
you think because of this, Facebook will lose customers? Like people will unsubscribe or leave
well,
or delete their accounts?
that's a different. That's also a different debate. Where can there be another Facebook? Can there be a new
Because what I
Twitter?
personally feel is I do want to leave Facebook for this reason, but then again, I have some personal gains from Facebook, which if I am not on Facebook, I obviously don't get that. I mean, whatever, there are a lot of places on the internet which actually ask for login via Facebook. There is an option of deleting or removing that notification where Facebook cannot track you, but then if you do that, you won't be able to log into other websites using your Facebook account. Then each time you'll have to
Yeah,
type your
basically, when you
password
go
and
sign in with Facebook, they kind
yeah.
of track. A lot of applications have sign in with Apple now, which I feel is more
Much
secure
similar.
in terms of when you have your own device with you, and the payments go through your face or your fingerprints, rather than, I mean, just logging in. I guess I would choose Apple or Facebook somehow.
Maybe yeah, it's much safer. And I mean, Apple, I think I think cracking an Apple is it's much difficult. I mean, I don't think if you're an Apple, you cannot actually do shit without your iPhone. So you need to have an iPhone, and
But
opening
you
up
know
an
what?
iPhone
It's
is
also probably they also have a same strategy where when you
for
have sign in with Apple, then probably they also know what your users are doing. I mean, they probably already know because we're doing on the phone. For example, I am playing Call of Duty Mobile on my phone, and I have an option to sign in with Facebook or Google or Apple. So I have signed in with Facebook because I was using it a long time before. But what kind of activity does Facebook need from Call of Duty? And what
yeah,
are
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that they are gonna break? I mean, are they gonna check if I'm purchasing some things, or the messages I type in the game, or well, so that's something to think about. A good throwback episode, kind of, for
And yeah, guys, if you like our content, please put down in the comment section below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the bell icon for notifications.
And
And
thank you for your time. Thank you for watching us. Stay safe and stay home.
cheers. Bye bye. See ya.